Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Stop it.
Would you?
Stop it. Stop it.
No, no. You look so professional today. You couldn't act
You
like
see
it.
this?
You couldn't act like it. Stand up. Let me see.
See it?
Model it. Model it.
It's the
Stand up.
Grinch. It's the
Stand
Grinch.
up.
It's the Grinch.
I understand it. Oh, shut.
All right. That's neither here nor there. This is what happens. This is what happens when they double book me. When I've got to be in court and then I come to first appearances. I have to look like an actual judge for a change. Who are we kidding? I don't usually anyway. All right. Is this Mr. Brock?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brock, you're for the court charged of domestic violence battery, obstruction of justice by threat to victim, and domestic violence child abuse. Do you understand those charges?
I do.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, not a problem with that.
All right, Deputy, criminal history.
This year you had a trespass and criminal mischief he had with you in your court. In an old 2005 case.
Bond said 5,000 domestic violence battery, 5,000 on the threat to child or threat to victim, 10,000 on the domestic violence child abuse. Court date's going to be January the 25th at 9 o'clock. No contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on.
Jordan, you raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm you truthfully and accurately interpret the conversation court in the defendant's today?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Okay, good. Good, thank you. I may have sworn you in too soon, Jordani. We may have lost one. It happens. They just bolt. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, it was, I mean, docket of 8.
Yeah.
Even I don't take long to wait. Ms. Fambro, are you still you excited about that orange ball?
I'm not doing this
Sir.
today. We are not.
I gotta keep the papers.
Nothing like being 5th in a 4-dog race. I think I'm funny. I am. Look, this is the thing that everybody seems to not understand. I'm here to amuse one person and one person only. Me. And I'm batting 1,000, as it turns out. You didn't notice that? It's Turkey Van. Turkey Van. You can find anything online. All right, Jordan, ask him to say his name for me.
Dígale su nombre al juez.
Guadalupe Sandoval.
Mr. Sandoval is before the court charged with operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license and a failure to pay fine for a no valid driver's license.
Señor Sandoval está frente al juez acusado de operar un vehículo motorizado sin licencia de conducir válida y no haber pagado la multa en un caso de no tener licencia de conducir.
He's indicated he's going to hire his own attorney or represent himself.
Usted indicó que va a contratar su propio abogado o que se va a representar a sí mismo.
I'm going to set a bond of $500 on the new no valid driver's license. His court date will be December the 15th at 8:30.
Le voy a fijar una fianza de $500 en el nuevo caso de no tener licencia de conducir. Su audiencia va a ser el 15 de diciembre a las 8:30.
On the failure to pay fine, he has been sentenced per capias to serve 10 days in the Bay County Jail, but he may purge out upon payment of $450.
En el caso anterior de no haber pagado la fianza, se le condena a 10 días en la cárcel del condado, pero puede purgar esa condena pagando $450.
Buena suerte.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Thank you,
Wait,
sir.
don't
We
leave
appreciate
yet.
you.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Not you, Mr. Giordani.
All right, thank you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And don't you start. Don't do it. Hello.
Hi, how are you? Hi, man.
Here you go. Hold this in your hand. Here you go. Tell the judge your name.
Would you like me to spell it out or say it out?
Just say it, sir.
My name is Cody Jared Brown.
Mr. Brown, you're before the court charged with aggravated assault on a person over the age of 65, aggravated assault on a person over the age of 65, battery on a person over the age of 65, and assault on a person over the age of 65. Do you understand those charges, sir?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if I find you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
19, ag assault, deadly weapon, weapon offense, using a firearm under the influence, firing a weapon, discharge in public, and child neglect without harm.
Okay. On the ag assault, victim being over the age of 65, bonds 25,000. Ag assault, 25,000. Battery, 50,000. Ag assault, 25,000. Court date's going to be January the 16th at 9 o'clock. No contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party with alleged victims, and no access to firearms.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign for your copy. State your name, sir.
Mr. Walker, before the court on an in-state warrant. It's a battery out of Washington County. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Judge Peel has requested to honor your presence back in Chipley. We're going to honor that request, hold you for Washington County, ask the Bay County Sheriff's Office to coordinate your transport, get you back up there in front of Judge Peel as soon as possible. Going to have a return date, if you've not already been transported before, December the 21st. Thank you.
1 second, just stand right there for us.
Start.
No, you're fine. It's fine.
I only put the CO, then it will raise to this.
It'll print. It's gonna print it.
So I just need to keep going. There's nothing else I need to do. I just need to keep on writing my name. Now the D disappeared. So should I start over or do I go with Y?
It's good. You can put the pen down, yeah.
But I don't know where to put the Y or the brown. So
You're fine. It's
I
fine.
just had C's and y'all are okay with that? I'm sorry, Pastor. So many questions. I had a brain bleed since the whole time.
Which one comes?
I'm sorry for taking up
Yeah.
time. Especially you guys are, what you're doing is wonderful. And I just want to make sure I do everything to make your jobs easier.
There you go.
Now, when the green light comes on, you'll sign in a minute.
Hey, how are you, sir? Hey, good luck.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Next.
3 months. And so I'm hoping they,
Come on,
They will.
who got
They
it?
will.
Ruby? Dempsey, come on.
that old case. Dixie.
Red X. State your name.
The problem for him now is the gun.
Yeah.
And so if he's having mental issues with the gun and stuff, we need to get him.
Well, the grandpa.
Yeah.
Mental health.
But what I'm going to do is, hey,
Please.
well,
And don't let him out.
no, I
He
know.
gets good treatment.
Floyd, if you want to highlight Mr. Brown's case for whoever gets assigned to that from y'all side, that he's probably a candidate for an evaluation. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, sir. All right, this is Ms. Dempsey. Ms. Dempsey, you're for the court charge of domestic violence battery as a second or subsequent offense and possession of methamphetamine. Do you understand those charges, ma'am?
Sure.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. That's true.
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if I find you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that? Deputy, criminal history?
Had a DWLSR this year, couple FTAs in 20. 19 domestic sale of meth, meth with intent, marijuana, paraphernalia. 15, same. It goes back to 14 locally.
Bond set at 5,000 the domestic violence battery, 5,000 the meth, no contact with the alleged victim and random UAs. Court date's gonna be January the 2nd at 9 o'clock. I told you them circuit judges don't work until after the
All right,
holidays.
step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. State your name, ma'am.
Ms. Tatum, you fully court charged, driving license suspended or revoked. You understand that charge, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, based on your application, if I find you do qualify, I'm gonna go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, no, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Got her on community control.
Oh, no. How in the world? Let's see if you can find a Christmas miracle in here somewhere. I'm looking for a Christmas miracle, Miss Fambro.
No objection.
Well, there was that. Case number, ma'am?
22, 932 CF.
Ms. Tatum, I'm gonna, on your driving license suspended revoked, your bond's 5,000. I'm sorry, 500. Even I am not that mean. Your court date's gonna be Friday, December 15th at 8:30. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna put, Merry Christmas. I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation, putting a $5,000 bond on it. I'll fade the heat with fabulous hair later. Judge Clark can just yell at me.
Step to your right. Next.
He can yell at me all day tomorrow. I don't care.
State your name, ma'am.
Lucinda Fox.
Ms. Fox, before the court charge of possession of meth, possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Fox, based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you, so you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Some bond for the same charge.
My heart has not grown that large yet. Case number?
23, 3541 CF.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Ms. Fox, on the new possession of meth, bond 5,000. The paraphernalia is 1,000. And I'm revoking and releasing 23, 3541. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Court date, sir.
Does that mean I have to redo the bond?
That means you can't.
I can't bond out here the bond?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Court date's January the 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Bergeron. Red X. State your name.
Roxanne Badgeron.
Bergeron, you fully court charge of burglary. Do you understand that charge, ma'am?
Sir?
Do you understand the charge?
Oh, yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And based on your application, you make too much money to qualify for a public defender, but the law recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case you can reapply later. Any question about that?
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Louisiana. 18, controlled substance, introduction of contraband. 17, theft, ag back with the deadly weapon, false imprisonment, sex back, controlled substance, meth ×2. 16, controlled substance ×2, unauthorized use of credit card ×3, theft, ag assault, contempt of court ×7, goes back to 2000 in Louisiana.
Bond set at 15,000, no contact with alleged victim. Court date's gonna be January the 25th at 9 o'clock.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. State your name.
Jennifer Ammerling.
Sammerling for the court charge of trespass after warning. Do you understand that charge, ma'am?
Yes, I understand.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes,
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
You've got a public defender now.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Deputy, criminal history?
Had a DUI in 17, 19, and 21.
At least this isn't. Bond set at 1,500. Court date's going to be December 15th at 8:30. No contact with Holiday Inn Express.
I have to go to court on the 15th.
That's Friday.
Okay, I know. I just, I live in Stewart. Okay, I don't know. I thought it would be in January or something.
No, we do arraignments 3 days a week.
Okay, so Friday. All right,
Step to your right and sign where that light is.
okay.
People complaining student is too far.
Next. Next. Red X. State your name.
Delotta K. Rowe.
Ms. K. Rowe, you're for the court charge of driving under the influence. Do you understand that charge, ma'am?
Yes.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No.
Deputy, criminal history?
Kentucky, 21 meth paraphernalia, FT on that, grand theft and 16.
Bond set at 2,500. Court date's going to be December 15th at 8:30. Good luck, ma'am.
Okay.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next. Red X. Here you go. Face the TV, state your name.
Attorney for the court charge of domestic violence battery. Do you understand that charge, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the services of the public defender's office. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
What, I'm sorry?
He gave you a public defender.
What does that mean?
He gave you an attorney.
Deputy, criminal history?
No history.
Seriously? All right. Kylie, who called the police? Do you know?
I did.
You
And it
called the
backfired.
police.
Yes, sir.
I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, these are the allegations. I don't want you to say anything that can be used against you, okay? So don't, I just want you to hear I don't know if you had a chance to read it. These are the allegations that you're engaged in a verbal argument over issues in your relationship. I don't even want to know what that is, but I can imagine. That you slapped him with an open hand and then you grabbed a bottle of mayo and threw it at him. And apparently you've got better hand-eye coordination than some people I know because the bottle actually struck him in the chest area. Allegedly. Okay, so Kylie, how old are you?
I'm 21, sir.
Okay. And he's 28, 29?
He's going on 30 in March.
Yeah, going on 30. So he's 29, going on 30.
Yes.
All right, look, come on. He's a guy. He's 29, going on 15. It's okay. It's all right. I'm 52, going on 12. It's all right. We all mature.
I believe
at
it.
different. Yeah. Just ask my wife, who's been trying to raise me for 31 years. She says the hardest child that she has to raise is my mother's. I don't know what that means.
I can believe that.
Oh, y'all need some cooling off time, okay?
Okay.
Y'all need to stay apart from each other. Do you have someplace you can stay other than 900 Harrison?
No, I'm staying in the relaxing for right now, but that's where I live at, so he's gonna probably stay somewhere else.
Okay, I'm gonna release you on pretrial release. You need to report to the pretrial release office after court, December 15th at 8:30. So you can wait
Where
and
is
go to
that
the pretrial release.
I'll at the courthouse,
Is that the courthouse? So the one in town?
Mhm.
And I go there on what day?
Friday.
This Friday?
Mhm.
Okay. At
Don't be
what-
But
late.
no contact
Court starts
directly,
at 8:30.
no contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party to the alleged victim, okay?
Yes, sir.
Hypothetically speaking, if he wants that lifted, he would have to come and see me or write me a letter with his ID attached to it so that I could review it, okay?
What would the
But
letter
you,
have to
but you
consist
can't get
of?
that information to him. I'm just putting it out there into the ether.
Gotcha.
Right,
How that
step to your
information
right
gets to
to the
people,
T.
I have no idea.
When you
It's-
actually knew
it's
what
a
the T
mackerel.
was, hot dang. When that green light come on, son.
It's a Christmas mackerel. Is this Miss Morsby?
You ought to be proud of me. Oh,
Miss Morsby, you're for the court charge of grand theft. You understand that charge, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
yes, but the assets manager told me what to write on the paper.
No, not, he just wanna know, just answer the questions he
Oh,
asked.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
He gave you an attorney.
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history,
No history.
pretrial release, be at the pretrial release office before 9 o'clock tomorrow. Don't go back to Winn-Dixie. Court date is January the 2nd at 9 o'clock.
He's got your court dates January the 2nd. He's letting you out, but you got conditions, okay? Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign on the signature pad. Next.
Am I talking too fast again? Have I slipped back?
I'm a
into talking
translator
too-
now that they're not paying me to do.
I know, but you do it so well
State your name.
and so happily with such a
Thank you,
happy
Sue West.
heart. I think it's the way you do it with a happy heart, Fambro, that makes me happy. It's that you're such a servant. You have a servant's heart. Oh, she turned away. She had to turn away from the camera on that one. Miss West, how you doing, ma'am?
Best I can be in here.
Miss West, you're for the court charge of possession of oxycodone. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they'll let you know.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you, so you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No.
Deputy, criminal history on Miss West?
She shows nothing but a disorderly way back in 15.
Who hasn't gotten disorderly once?
Me.
Who hasn't got caught being disorderly once? You.
You didn't say it that part. We didn't call the police back then.
Pre-trial release with random UAs. Court date's gonna be January the 25th at 9 o'clock. Good luck to you, Ms. West.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next,
Been my intemperate you.
he's letting you out too. But
I
there's,
may have once.
there'll be
or
conditions.
twice. Been a
Walden,
little disorderly.
wait for the light, honey.
Just once or twice.
Step on the red X. State your name.
Ms. Walden, you fully court charged of possession of marijuana more than 20 grams and possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand those charges, ma'am?
Pardon me?
You
Do you
understand
understand
what
the
your charge was?
charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you, so you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy, criminal history, Ms. Walden?
No history.
Ms. Walden, I'm going to release you on pretrial release. You report to the pretrial release office before 9 o'clock tomorrow. Random UAs directed by your pretrial release officer. Your court date is January 11th at 9 o'clock.
Step on the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X. State your name.
Holly Tula.
Ma'am, you're fully court on a violation of probation for what was originally introduction of contraband and possession of meth in front of Judge Register. You understand those charges, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, finds you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Judge Register, in his infinite wisdom, is order you held without bond. Your court date is January the 10th at 9 o'clock. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Step to the T. When the green light comes on, you'll sign. Next.
Happy holiday.
Red X man. State your name.
Marissa Robbins.
Mr. Robbins, you're fully court on a violation of probation for possession of burglary tools. You've been ordered held without bond. Your court date is January the 25th at 9 o'clock. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Step behind her at the signature pad. Next. Next. Red X Cromwell. Step on the X. State your name.
Hi, John Cromwell.
Mr. Cromwell, you're fully court charged with trespass. You understand that charge, sir?
Yeah,
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
yes, sir.
Based on your application, finds you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
Did I get out today?
No. Bond's 500. I'll see you Friday. I'll see you Friday morning.
I only got one charge though.
Okay. I set your bond at 500. Your court date is December 15th at 8:30.
Stand right here real quick. Next.
It's cold, man.
Smith. Step on the red X. State your name.
Anthony Smith.
Mr. Smith, before the court charged trafficking on oxycodone and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. That's true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you got an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Yeah, criminal history?
Earlier this year, you had 2 FTAs on misdemeanors, 20 principal marijuana distribution, less than 20 paraphernalia, 19 battery, 16 domestic, 13 on felony back, go back to 1.
Bond set at 250,000 on the trafficking, 1,000 on the paraphernalia. Court date's going to be January the 25th at 9 o'clock with random UAs.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next. 251. Next. Wait for the light to come on first. Yes, sir. Next. Red X. For the light to come on before, now sign. State your name.
Eddie Epstein.
Mr. Epstein, you fully court for assault, victim being over the age of 65. Do you understand that charge?
You understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the services of the public defender's office. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Got him on bond on an ag bat.
Case number, ma'am?
23-743. See ya.
All right, Mr. Epstein, on the assault, person being over the age of 65, bond is set at 5,000. Court date is Friday, December 15th at 8:30. No contact directly, indirectly, through a third party alleged victim. And in case 23-743, I'm revoking your release. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign for your copy. Red X, sir. State your name.
Thomas Mayer.
Mr. Mayor, before the court charge resisting officer without violence, assault on a firefighter or EMT, and battery on a firefighter, officer, or EMT. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you, so you have an attorney now. Any question about that? Deputy, criminal history?
22, reckless fleeing and elude, no valid resisting. Locally, looks like 18 grand theft, unarmed burglary, VOP, dealing and stolen. 17 meth paraphernalia, goes back to 8 locally, and they have more on probation out of Liberty.
Okay. Bond set 2,500 on the resisting, 5,000 on the assault on a law enforcement officer or EMT firefighter, 10,000 on the battery on a law enforcement officer, EMT, or firefighter. Court date's going to be January 11th at 9 o'clock. No contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim.
All right, sir, step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next. Red X, sir, state your name.
Mr. Bellinger, before the court charged domestic violence battery as a second or subsequent offense and domestic violence battery by strangulation. You understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, based on your application, I find that you do not qualify for the service of the public defender's office. You make too much money, but the law recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case you can reapply later. You also have the option of hiring your own attorney or represent yourself. Any question about these rights?
No, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Have a felony back 15, battery second 17, and a VOP on one.
Bond set at 5,000 the battery, 10,000 the battery by strangulation, no contact directly, indirectly through a third party alleged victim. Court date is January the 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next, red X, sir. Step on the X. And state your name.
David Smith.
Mr. Smith, before the court charged trafficking fentanyl more than 28 grams, trafficking cocaine more than 400 grams, trafficking meth more than 200 grams, possession of marijuana with intent to sell or distribute, manufacture cocaine, sell of cocaine, possession of paraphernalia, and use of a two-way communication device during the commission of a felony. Well, can't leave that one out. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
He gave you a public defender.
Deputy, criminal history?
They show him on federal probation.
Oh, that's okay. On the trafficking fentanyl, bond's 250,000. The trafficking cocaine is 250,000. The trafficking in meth is 250,000. The possession of marijuana with intent to sell or distribute is 5,000. The manufacture of cocaine is 25,000. The sale of cocaine is 25,000. The paraphernalia is 1,000, and the use of the heinous offense of use of a two-way communication device during commission of a felony is 2,500. Thou shalt not have an iPhone while thou commits a crime. Court date's going to be January the 11th at 9 o'clock with random UAs. Good luck, sir.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. State your name, sir.
Mr. Pierce, before the court for burglary conveyance ×2. These are additional charges. Have you already got a public defender on your other cases?
I have a private counsel, sir.
Are you going to hire them for these cases as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a monetary bond of 5,000 on each of these so that you get credit for the time you spend in jail on these also. Your court date is going to be January the 16th at 9 o'clock or sooner if you have an earlier court date already scheduled.
Step to your right.
This bond, is it charged on the other bond?
It's an addition to whatever you got.
Okay.
So what, I don't know what your other bonds are, but add this to it.
5,000 piece?
Yes. How many charges on there?
2.
Yeah, extra 10. Go ahead and sign, sir. Next. Red X, state your name.
Mr. Marsh, before the court on a violation of probation for burglary and ag stalking in front of Judge Stevenson. You understand those charges?
You understand what you're charged with?
Yeah.
All right, so you've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
I already have an attorney, yes.
All right. Judge Stevenson's where you held without bond. Your court date is January the 24th at 9 o'clock.
All right, step to your right. Well, come here, stand right here.
Well, about to back him up.
Next,
About to back him up. About to back him up.
is he there? Next. Step on the Red X. You're fine. Face the TV, state your name. All right, now you can step up behind him.
Mr. Stutler, you're before the court on failure to appear for trafficking in meth, possession of paraphernalia, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device during the commission of a felony in front of Judge Clark. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Judge Clark missed you at the court date, but has asked us to hold you for him. So we're going to do that. Your court date's going to be January the 18th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Judge Clark has excellent
Just stand right here for me. Stand right here. Next,
But he cut it. It's very disappointing.
next,
He cut his hair.
Red X,
Yeah.
state your name.
All right, Mr. Hughes, before the court on failure to appear for pretrial conference in front of Judge Register for what was originally felony domestic violence battery and tampering or harassing a witness. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
You've been ordered held without bond by Judge Register. Your court date's going to be January the 8th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Next,
Second. I'm gonna-
Red X,
Just gonna have to keep up,
state your
girl.
name.
Ms. Thornton, you're before the court on violation of probation for what was originally a second battery ×2 and a public assistance fraud ×3. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Judge Clark in his infinite wisdom is where you held without bond. Your court date's going to be December 18th. What a great date. That is quick. That is a quick turnaround. At 8:30. That is a tremendous date. Oh,
Hold on.
Ms. Fambro, if we need to take a break so you can catch up.
Don't do that. Ooh, Next. Red X, sir, state your name.
Jimmy Lee Jennings.
Mr. Jennings, you're before the court charged of violation of probation for what was originally a grand theft charge. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jennings, I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Judge Stevenson in his infinite wisdom is where you held without bond. Your court date is December the 27th at 9 o'clock. Judge Stevenson
Yes, sir.
out here making a liar out of me, working, circuit judges working after Christmas. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. It's crazy.
Next.
He's in the, he's very years.
Red X, sir. Red X. State your name.
Mr. Jackson, you're before the court charged of loitering, prowling ×2 and a violation of probation for ag stalking and ag bat. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
You can sign.
No, sir.
All right, sir. On the loitering and prowling, bond's $5,000. The loitering and prowling is $5,000. Your court date on those two cases will be December the 15th at 8:30. On the violation of probation, you've been ordered held without bond. Your court date is January the 10th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right behind them at the signature pad. Next. Next. Overmeyer,
Yes, ma'am.
Red X. There you go. Face the TV and state your name.
Jimmy Overmeyer.
Mr. Overmeyer, you're before the court charged of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and improper exhibition of a firearm. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Overmeyer, you've indicated you're going to Well, you try to get a public defender, but you don't qualify because you make too much money. The law recognizes your financial situation may change, so you are welcome to reapply later. You also have the option of hiring your own attorney or represent yourself. Any question about that?
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
He shows no history, sir.
Not the first time, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
You're just an idiot, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We're not
You're
going to.
just not gonna have a filter, are you?
We're not going to. Have I ever had a filter? Have you ever known me to have a filter?
But we don't wear masks anymore, so I can't hide it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's on me. Golly Moses, hell. I guess technically speaking, this is also on school property. So it's a 1020 life with an additional school property issue. This is no bueno. All right, Mr. Overmeyer. I mean, nothing like jumping off the cliff with both feet. On the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, bond's $50,000. The improper exhibition of a firearm is $5,000. No contact with the alleged victim, no contact with Bay District schools, and no access to firearms on release.
Sir.
Court date's gonna be January 11th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign.
Roll
Yes,
Tide.
sir.
Roll Tide. Oh, she muted me. Woman's cussing me right now.